Washoe County corruption. Continued public testimony by a man, Jeffrey Merritt Wilson, for the exhibits 1 through 33, criminal claims. This testimony is Exhibit 9, evidence court case RSC 2023-000823 for checks breakdown. Official oath. Mary M. Canderas, Chief Deputy District Attorney of Washoe County, State of Nevada. Witnesses. Exhibit 9, referral, criminal claims against Robert Arthur Naring, Natalie Ann Naring, et al. Copyright, copy claim. This product works, contract notice claims by the Jeffrey Merritt Wilson, author. Page 20 of 47. Okay. So here we have a filed court document in the small claims. It was done on December 13th, 2023. In the Small Claims Court of Reno, Washoe County, Nevada State, RSC 2023-000823. Mandatory judicial notice evidence in support of facts and claims. Breakdown on checks. Wilcox Ranch POA executed by former officers Robert and Natalie Naring to be authenticated by testimony of current Secretary Treasurer of Wilcox Ranch POA Exhibit 1. Okay, so this was against Natalie Naring, Patrick Ramey Millsap, attorneys, insurance policies number 12043 and 10264, defendants, co-actors. So this was entered in a court case, Exhibit 1. So it's Wilcox Ranch POA breakdown on checks, 2014 to 2020. Okay, so about 5 years it looks like, or more. So what I did here is this is all totaled up on the checks that was written during that time. Chaffee Reynolds, Post Office, Home Office Depot, Wilcox Ranch. There's some names here. We don't know who these are. Okay. Rob Trenta, Albert By, Darcel Cox, David Brown. Okay. John Munson. Some of these people. But Robert Naring, he got $12.50. Okay. And down here, Jim Schreck, he got $21.70 in checks. William Mooseguard, $5,310. Okay, you got your State Farm Insurance. That's when you can't. Gail Kern, the attorney, she got $11,232.16. Rochelle Mooseguard, we're going to talk about this one, $15,131. Natalie Naring, $17,492.42. All these checks, no accounting for any of it, no invoices, no time cards, nothing. Okay, but we're going to talk about some of these. So let's go through here. The total was $69,264.32. Okay, this was brought to my attention when they placed me in there as Secretary of Treasurer, and I had to look at it. Well, after looking at it, this doesn't add up. Okay, I've been self-employed for over 30 years, and I'm telling you, this doesn't add up. This is not how you run business. Okay, no accounting for any of it. Wilcox POA breakdown on checks. Chaffee Reynolds. Okay, this is some kind of payment back to them, overpayment. So that doesn't apply. But you can see they put it down here, overpayment. Okay, but you're going to see the pattern here. And there's a lot of them, so I'm going to go through this. Post office, that would be legit. Okay, even though it doesn't say that, we know that that's for supplies or whatever. Okay, postmaster. I mean, it would be for supplies unless they're writing writing these checks and then using the stamps for themselves. That could be that. I don't know. You know, because there's no accounting. It just says postmaster. This is Office Depot. POA fees. Let's see what that is. 168. Okay. Okay. This is a payment from one of the members for her annual dues. Dan Collins. I don't know what this guy Dixon Realty has to do with Wilcox Ranch. $175. This. See, again, there's nothing here. Natalie Naring, Bob Naring. Who's this guy, Dan Collins? What does he have to do with Wilcox Ranch? I don't know. There's no reference to any of it, what that money was for. Is that something personal? Who knows? Pack and post, that would be shipping things, mailbox. Okay, so it says number 462. That's attached to something. I don't know what, but Sam Montelone, water rights agent. Well, I don't know who this guy is or what he has to do with Wilcox Ranch. Maybe Wilcox Ditch, but this was written out of the money for Wilcox Ranch, $200. Okay, and so you got it to this guy and no accounting. We don't know what it's for. Where's the invoice? Where's the reference? That's not how you operate a business. Okay, now mind you, this is going on for 15 years unchecked. Rob Trenta, who's this guy? Unknown as a connection with association. Okay, come down here. Ron Trenta. Okay, what's it for? $280. What does that have to do with Wilcox Ranch? Don't know. Albert By, 300. All these nice round numbers. What's this for? Unknown as the connection. No invoices. Again, there it is. Albert By. Darcel Cox, 300. Nice round number. Trucking company. Okay, maybe that was for some, who knows what that's for. Don't know. David Brown, 475. Unknown as the connection. Here's the check. For what? 475. These people need to be questioned. Okay, Nils Arson. Now he's a member. I'm not sure what it's for, but he did some work or something like that. Apparently, it just says thanks, whatever that means. John Munson, 825, Trunky Company, reference, invoice 656526, Rand Performance, question mark. Okay, Rand Performance is a Naring's personal business. What the heck does this have to do with Wilcox Ranch? Okay, was this guy moving stuff for them? I don't know. Okay, why would you put Rand Performance on there? Okay, I mean, that doesn't make sense either. Are they using this as their own personal piggy bank? Okay, so we need to look into this. This guy needs to be questioned under oath. What's going on here? Robert Peters, one of the members. I'm questioning this, $1,000. I'm not buying it. Okay, what are you giving him? He's one of the members, and he's not paying either. Okay, one of the members of Wilcox Ranch, and apparently it could have been for some culvert. This doesn't add up. $1,000. Who'd you buy this from? What's going on here? I'm calling fraud on this one. I don't know. Something don't add up. Breakdown chart. Robert Nearing, $1,250. Okay, and what you're going to see is, this appears to be some kind of tax thing where he's on Social Security. I don't know. He's only getting $1,200. You'll see when I go down here. $650 for what? Just nice round numbers. Boom. Both of them writing the checks themselves. Okay, there it is there. Robert Naring again, another check, $600. Just all these round numbers. No accounting, no time cards, no nothing. Okay, so he's getting that in that period. Kevin Stombaugh, he's a member. And I did see some stuff in here where he had to get his own materials and work on the road up there. Okay, so I don't know what that's about. You know, I don't understand why, people are getting these checks without any invoices or reference to it. Jim Schreck, 2170, adverse party to my title rights and everyone else's title rights. Okay, again, here he's got covert, okay, $200. I don't know what you're making up all these round numbers, give me this, give me that, like it's your own personal business. Here's another one, 670, no accounting. Jim Schreck, 350, no accounting for what? And then Jim Schreck wants to say it doesn't exist, and it goes down and causes a perpetuity vote with the Secretary of State. Okay? And then it's threatening to bury myself and Mr. Belfort, in some kind of a mob-style capo for Washoe County situation, threatening to bury us, leaning on our title rights. 150, no accounting for it. No invoices, nothing. Jim Schreck again, 425. You see the pattern here? Okay, they're running the for-profit, non-profit association. They're running a for-profit business like it's their own business. Jim Schreck, 375, nothing for it. Wilcox Ranch, Cone Equipment. Okay, they maybe rented some kind of equipment. I don't know. I don't know what this is about. Okay, there's an invoice here on this one. That one could be traced. William Muscard. Okay, this guy's apparently the equipment operator. I don't personally know him. This is before me. But back again, these guys retired or whatever. And so you can only make so much a year. So they give him the husband's this, and then the wives get the rest of it. I want to see this guy's business license and his insurance, because this is not adding up here, and you'll see. So, and during this time, again, here's the check, and nothing for what? $13.50. No time cards, no hours, nothing. Just we write checks, and you'll see that the checks between the Moose Guards and the Nearings are about equivalent, about $20,000 a piece, and evenly, like they're both doing it together, friends of theirs. Okay, where's this guy's business like? $850. Where's his license to do business, his representations? Okay, nothing there. Again, William Muscard, $700 for what? William Muscard, $300 for what? Again, $300, no accounting. Okay, this looks like, to me, this is when I had first turned it in. I saw this and I knew that this has been going on for 15 years. There's no accounting for any of the money, and everyone's complaining why the roads aren't getting done. No materials brought in, nothing. They're just writing themselves checks for the labor. $150, nothing. And this is just a 5-year period. We need to go back 15 years and check all this out. We need a forensic audit on the checks. $400. William Muscard, nothing. William Muscard, $250 for what? Okay, $200, nothing there. $300, just all the time, man. Nice little piggy bank, write self checks. $510, no accounting. Okay, now we go down here, State Farm. Okay, $7,200. That's for the insurance